Hey guys, welcome to my first review for any TV show or anything like that. Um, Here on my channel. I'm very excited about this. I might do a few more, but the only reason why I'm doing The Witcher: The Blood Origin is because I just got done watching the show with my brother. It's being review bombed really bad, and I'm tired of people putting in politics and judgment. Yes, there's a lot of stuff in there I don't agree with either. But I'm not going to let the situation with Henry Cavill and what's going on with The Witcher right now, to define what I think about this show. And I'm looking on the internet for a good review, unbiased review. I usually go to Angry Joe, but they haven't got done watching it yet. And I can't find one. I haven't been able to find one. It's all been about how go woke, go broke type of thing. But anyways, I want to make this clear right now. I love The Witcher. I love the story. I love the world. I love the environment. I have played Witcher 2. I'm on Witcher 3, replaying through it. I've seen the seasons of the original Witcher. I saw the movie. I just got done watching Blood Origin tonight. As much as I love The Witcher, that's as much information that I know about it. I've never read the books. So, this is coming from somebody who has experienced the Witcher through entertainment, not through reading the books. So, I'm sure there's a lot of things I'm going to get wrong. But I saw the show was down to 8%. It's being reviewed bomb. I think 95% of that is from idiots review bombing the show because of Henry Cavill. Yes, it sucks what happened to him. I love Henry Cavill. He was a great Geralt. He was even, in my opinion, a better Superman. I love him, and I can't wait for Warhammer 40,000 with him in it. But I want to talk about the show. Was this show bad? No, not by a long shot. I actually thought it was pretty darn decent. And I'm gonna tell you why. One of my first experiences from the first original Witcher show is I wanted to know why Yennefer in the third game hated people so much that she would act the way she acted towards anyone, except for Geralt, of course. I never knew that. I was excited for the show because I was like, maybe it'll explain why she hates him so much. And the show did explain it. And from what I've heard around, it's pretty decent to the books. I know they're gonna change things. I'm positive they changed things for this show that I didn't appreciate. And I don't even know what the deal is with the books. It's just what I've experienced over the games mostly. But let's talk about the good. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed how I didn't even know that the monsters weren't originally in this area, in on this planet. I didn't know that. I didn't know the portal caused the monsters to come in. I might have heard of it during the games. I've only played the second and the third one, and I might have forgot. The explanation might have been in the first game. So I enjoyed the story of overall of the series. And I enjoyed some of the characters. You know, like for Jarl, I really like him. Um, who is that? Who was that? Little dwarf girl. I can't. Ellie. I enjoyed for Jarl. I enjoyed Ellie. I enjoyed Meladolf, or however you spell her name. Meladolf was awesome. She was cool. The characters in there were not horrible. I like the mage. who helped destroy the crystal, I don't even know his name. I don't even know his girlfriend's name. Those characters there are just, they weren't good enough to remember. There weren't enough backstory. All you knew is that they fell in love. That was it. Death guy, I think, the death guy, he was decent. I enjoyed the parts when he was in it. Okay. Some of the CGI I thought was really good. Some of the action fighting scenes I thought was really good. The transmit the biggest coolest Witcher thing that I thought was awesome, and they got spot on, was the the transformation to the Witcher, to a Witcher. It is horrible. It is a horrible, painful process. I've always heard that in the games and in the show. I believe they got that spot on for him turning into a test Witcher is what I call it. The best scene in the show was when they were all gathered around the campfire the night before the raid, and they just talked about themselves. It was so genuine and heartwarming. They just talked about themselves. They talked about who they were. You have to get to know the characters a little bit better. So that was my favorite part of the show. I really enjoyed it. My favorite part is when the death guy, I keep forgetting the second part of his name, was talking about his love, who he was in love with at the time, and Meldolf fell asleep. She's like, "Oh, good story, folks." He's like, "Oh, good story." That was funny. Those are good things about it. The story I thought was cool. The CGI, some of it was decent, was good. Especially the dragon monster, the shadow monster. Some of the characters was really cool. My favorite character is probably Dolph. Pajal is probably my second favorite. I thought he played the part really good. The bad, some of the character arcs didn't make any sense at all. Like Sikana, I think is the name. I'm very bad about names. Sikana, turning in Jabal or Pajal without even letting them know, reminds me of Force Awakenings on Star Wars, when the whole movie, the whole thing, could have been avoided by just letting them know what you were doing. You know, I thought that was stupid. I thought that was a dumb thing to do in that. Merwin, the princess story, was all jumbled for me. I was confused with her arc throughout the whole show. Is she good? Is she bad? Is she neutral? What the heck is going on here? And her character did not fit the evil. Her personality did not fit the evil that was coming out at the end of the show for her. It did not. I don't understand. I didn't understand Meriton's story at all. And the one arc with the mage getting the chaos powers, to me, was worthless for the show. It was absolutely worthless for the show. I understand what he was trying to do, but he got the chaos power, and he did nothing with it but shoot a bit of fire and then get trapped to destroy the crystal. That's all he did. That didn't make no sense. And the first two characters were boring. Or the first, not two characters, sorry. The first two episodes was boring to me. There could have been more charm to it, more personality to it, a little bit more comedy to it. When they were introducing all the characters, a little bit more backstory. When they were in the first two episodes, when they were bringing all the characters together, and they could have brought all the characters together better than what they did. Like how, I know he's a tracker, but how did the death guy found Medoff and Jabal, not Medoff, Fajal in the middle of the woods when Seneca got stabbed in the sword? I don't know. I don't know. I know in The Witcher you can find them through certain means, but you also have Witcher senses. He didn't have it. Just stuff that just didn't quite make sense. And there were many times, this is the biggest issue of the show, where I know a scene has been cut from the main plot. They took out a scene. There's so many deleted scenes for this show, it's not even funny. Make it more than 4 episodes then. Make it 5 episodes, make it 6 episodes. Let your audience enjoy the show and the full story, regardless of the time. That's why Netflix is there. You go in, you watch a couple episodes, you go do your thing, come back and watch some more. As long as their show is good and entertaining, they will come back to see it. Why cut something out that's not going to be in the theaters? I've never understood that. Why cut it out? Is it because of budget? We're talking about Netflix. Can't be because of budget. When something like that happens to where you could tell there's scenes that have been deleted, it ruins the whole pacing of the show. The whole pacing of the show is off. And it really nails down the experience of what you're watching. Overall, I thought the show was decent. There were some good fight scenes, some good heartfelt scenes, especially the night before the raid was my favorite scene. I only know The Witcher from the games and the shows, like I told you. I think this show's tad above average. I enjoyed it. My brother even liked it better than I did, it sounded like. I thought it was average. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Could have been much better. I don't know what's happening with The Witcher. I know there was some scenes I'm like, why does this have to be in there? Like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about him. I don't know if he was the prince, the guard, or what. But the guy who had his boyfriend, the heck? Would they just add it in there? For no reason? It was worthless. Neither of them did anything. He went into the other world to die, and I don't even know what happened to his boyfriend. It was just stupid. I thought that part was dumb. That arc was dumb. And I'm supposed to care about a character who gets betrayed by the princess, or not by the princess, but by that mage. And the way the princess died was just, it was kind of dumb for me too. I thought it was cool in a way, but kind of dumb. I don't know. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was decent. I don't think it deserves a 2 or a 1 like everybody's been giving it. I think that's been more contributed for the fact that Henry Cavill has left The Witcher. Regardless, that's what I'm doing. 6 out of 10. The Witcher TV show, the main one, 9 out of 10. I love that show. And I like the animated movie they came out with too. What happens to The Witcher from here when it comes to the shows? To me, it doesn't really matter. If the shows go away, we will have the games, and the games have been good. So I'm not too worried about that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on it. A lot of abused stuff going on nowadays when it comes to reviews. A lot of biased, because everything is about agenda and opinions now. If you want unbiased reviews for certain things, go ahead and subscribe. I'm just here to talk about things I enjoy, and I enjoy The Witcher. Do I like everything they're doing? No, but it's not going to affect my reviews either. I'm a man of God. There's a lot of things I don't agree with in these shows, or in the games, but it's not going to affect my review. So, of the overall experience. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Love you. God bless. And one more thing. One more thing I want to point out. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. The rating. This is rated mature for violence, gore, and smoking, and language. Put in partial nudity. Okay? Put in partial nudity, too. There was partial nudity in this show. What is wrong with you, Netflix? What is going on? I depend on those ratings so I can watch it with my brother. Which in certain areas I won't explain why. I depend on those so I can have something to watch with him. I can't do that if you don't get the ratings right. Put in partial nudity. There was not full nudity in it, but it was dang close. So, last thing. Alright, you guys have a good one. God bless. Have a happy new year, and I will talk to you later.